Now it's time for a top 10.
All right, it's top 10 time. And this one is all about our favourite movie franchises, and they're ones that shaped our millennial memory. So normally on the top 10, we do tend to go with like the highest grossing this or the best selling that. No, not this time. So just like the top 5, we're going to have some ground rules, but it is our pick. We've had a discussion. These are our top 10. Now these are ranked by, like I said, our personal preference, and we collated a list before the show, so there's no sort of back and forth too much about it. The majority of films in the franchise, though, have to have been released, right, between 1985 and 2005. That 20-year block that we talked about in the top 5, which keeps it, again, the peak millennial window. I think that's the main thing. And again, not about box office success, not about awards like Oscars and all the rest of it, not about popularity, it's just opinion-based. So if you don't agree, that's fine. There's comment section.
You can write in.
Write whatever you like. People write in, they say things, we sometimes read them. These are the franchises that we grew up quoting and rewatching and sometimes even arguing about. And except for a few, I guess a couple of little curveballs, maybe it's pretty straightforward. We do lean to a kind of type of
We do,
movie,
yeah.
right?
We've got a genre style that we like doing.
We definitely do. So I reckon with that, let's kick it off here. Wibbles, what is number 10 on the top 10
Coming
countdown?
in number 10, look at this bad boy. It is the Batman franchise. So, of course, this is about Bruce Wayne becoming Batman in order to protect Gotham City from the criminal underworld and the iconic villains, of course. There's so many of them over the series. It goes back, as you mentioned, Adam West earlier, so you can look up that series way back in the 60s, 70s, I can't remember. So the core film release, we had Batman, 1989, so the Batman starring, of course.
Oh, everyone's favourite Batman.
Everyone's favourite Batman. We had Batman Returns, again, Tim Burton. He faced the Penguin and Catwoman.
Who, Tim Burton did?
He did, yeah. Have a look at him. It looks like he has. He's gone 8 rounds with him. And his wife, maybe. Batman Forever, 1995. Jesus. This is when things changed. Director Joel Schumacher come on.
Val Kilmer turned into
Val Kilmer.
He did a good job, though. I quite liked it.
He did, but that Batman was terrible. That had Two-Face and the Riddler. Didn't enjoy that one. Then there was Batman and Robin. Was that the infamous nipple suits?
Do you know what? It's funny. Everyone talks about like the nipple suits in that one, but do you know that in Batman Forever they had nipples?
Is that right? Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm sure.
Alicia Silverstone didn't have any nipples though in that movie.
Get a still. So Batman tries to stop Mr. Freeze and Poison Ivy. Not much chop that one.
Arnie Mr. Freeze, mate. That's so good.
It was dreadful. So the franchise includes later films. So the Dark Knight trilogy. The
Which
Batman
you love.
7. I like the darkest. Yeah, I like the later.
You're a fan of that one.
I do. I like the Dark trilogy just because it's more realistic, I guess. Gritty. I like that. Same reason I like Logan. That grittiness. Box office success. So it evolved from the campy 90s installments into darker interpretations. As I said, overall hugely profitable with billions worldwide.
Batman, global icon.
Great.
Number 9 on our list, Wibbles, I have got the Star Trek film franchise. Here are the Star Trek films. I do have them here in front of me. That's the pile of DVDs that's the whole series, right, basically. From the motion picture, Wrath of Khan, Search for Spock, all the way up to Star Trek Beyond, with like the reboot versions. I'm a big Star Trek fan, particularly the original series.
The originals, yeah?
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Shatner and Nimoy and the way that whole 3 seasons of that show ran. And so for me, the Star Trek franchise, particularly the original group of characters, is my favourite. Again, they're based on that long-running TV series, Starfleet crews exploring space, seeking new life and civilizations. The first film came out in 79.
Is that right?
Yeah, 79. So, I mean, whilst that's not part of the millennial memories kind of time frame, you got the second one in 82, and then you've got, what do we got from there? We've got Search for Spock in 84, which is actually one of my favourite films, but because it's 84, it didn't make our previous list. Because, you know, unfortunately we had to make some rules. And then there's 86 is The Voyage Home, Final Frontier in 89, and then number 6, which was The Undiscovered Country, directed by Bill Shatner. Not my favourite, but straight up and down Star Trek. And I must admit, the Next Generation, I wasn't a huge fan, but people love it. They love it. So Star Trek, that was my pick there on number 9. Number 8, what do we got?
Number 8, jumping into a box office phenomenon. It was the Lord of the Rings franchise.
Yeah.
So this was the epic fantasy based on Tolkien's novels, of course. following the heroes on a quest to destroy a powerful ring. So there was the Lord of the Rings, the Fellowship of the Ring, which was released in 2001. So there we go, way
Long
back.
time ago now.
Long time ago. Then
Over
there was,
20 years.
Yeah, Lord of the Rings, the Two Towers. Then the trilogy was Return of the King in 2003. So really smart. They did 1, 2, 3, all released sequentially year after year. I think it was around Christmas time actually. They sort of
Then
come
The
out.
Hobbit came out
Then
too.
The Hobbit,
So
yeah,
they
they did that
expanded on
later.
the universe.
Yep.
Yeah.
Massive global success. Grossed nearly $3 billion.
Holy
so
shit.
Did pretty well. And of course, won a ton of Oscars and awards for picture and sets and all the rest of it. Yeah,
It was like,
huge.
it's also one of those things that brought so many eyes to New Zealand.
It did, yeah.
And people went there just because they were Lord of the Rings fans. Tolkien's amazing story. I really enjoyed those films, but because they're so long, they're hard to do a lot of rewatch.
They
You've got to,
are,
like,
yeah,
'cause
you
you've got to
can't.
make time for them.
You do.
And speaking of time, that's a good
Speaking
segue. Number 7, Back to the Future. Here's the franchise. Look, three great films. 85's Back to the Future, 89's Back to the Future 2, which we talked about earlier, and number 3 in 1990. All Robert Zemeckis, all produced by Steven Spielberg. The time-travelling adventures of Marty McFly and Doc Brown, using the classic DeLorean and its flux capacitor. Fucking great movies. Great movies. Just so good. And they don't make them like that anymore. But anyway, the trilogy grossed about 975 million buckaroos. Holy fucking shit. It's a beloved time travel staple. It actually opens a lot of thought, I think, around what would happen if you went back in time, like the butterfly effect, and what would you change, and if you did something, would something not happen, and all that sort of stuff. I think it's very clever, very well written. Back to the Future franchise, the whole lot, great stuff.
That's interesting, because if we could go back in time and change the future, or change someone's birth date, or we could interfere with timelines here.
Or find someone.
Or find someone named John, perhaps. So this one, jumping at number 6, of course, is the Terminator franchise.
Yes.
Futuristic cyborgs travel through time to change or preserve the fate of humanity, depending on what side you're on.
Yes.
Very important. So
take notes, Slick Mick. We're watching you. We're watching you.
So this,
AI.
This one, so there was the Terminator in '84, of course.
Yeah.
Terminator 2 Judgment Day, that made the top 5 earlier, as we said. Fantastic film. And then there was The Rise of the Machines, which I didn't particularly enjoy.
I didn't mind it, but it's hard to follow up Terminator 2, right?
It was hard. Massive global success, the franchise.
Yeah.
Later films were shit. Yep.
Cool sci-fi stuff, like
It was.
breakout movie Terminator 2.
Yep,
It was
massive.
a shame Edward Furlong kind of didn't really go much further in his career, really. Obviously
No,
played with other
he
things
didn't.
going on, but
Yeah.
he was really good as the John Connor there.
He was.
And then the next film, not as great. But anyway, sci-fi is the genre that we seem to be leaning on pretty heavily. And number 5 on our list is the Aliens franchise, or Alien and Predator franchise, to be more probably precise, because they are very much intertwined, aren't
very
they?
much.
The universes cross over. Sci-fi horror about humans battling terrifying xenomorphs. I love the word xenomorph. I just think it's a fucking great name. 1979's Alien by Ridley Scott is a bona fide classic. But we did say we liked Jim Cameron's Aliens the most. In
Yeah.
fact, that was your
It was
number
my
one.
pick.
That was your big pick.
Yeah, it was my
And
big pick.
look, I don't disagree. It's a bloody cracker, mostly. And then David Fincher did Alien 3, which mixed reviews. Alien Resurrection in '97, also not terrible, but just not there. Then we started getting into Alien versus Predator and the AVP sort of franchise, and then the second one, and it starts Covenant, and it kind of just starts to
The wheels fell off.
yeah, and Prometheus, which wasn't bad, but
And now we got this Badlands, I think, is this junk. So yeah.
I can't say I'm more the original 4 movies. I think that's where my millennial memory sits the most. But yeah, Aliens, great franchise.
Aliens.
What do you got there at
Speaking of
4?
great franchises, what do we got here? What do we have here, good doctor?
Dr. Jones.
Dr. Jones. So, Indiana Jones franchise, of course. It was the archaeologist and adventurer Indiana Jones' quest for relics against foes like the Nazis, cults, people trying to pull your heart out, all sorts of things.
Wow.
Raiders of the Lost Ark.
So
Fantastic film. Again, my favourite, probably like yours, was The Temple of Doom. I remember going to the movies to watch that as a kid.
Yeah.
Fun movie, great movie.
Just
And
a
then-
side note, sorry, I don't want to cut you off, Phils, but I did
right.
cut you off anyway. A side note, that movie, Indiana Jones Temple of Doom, is from 1984, but it fit our criteria because we didn't get it in 84, we got it in 85.
85.
There you go, hence why it fit the top 5. Just so clarifying.
Yep, and then there was also in the trilogy The Last Crusade. So again, the franchise has been a global hit. Temple of Doom grossing over 333 million. Again, later films I couldn't
Kingdom
take
of the
them.
Crystal Skull?
Oh, God. And whatever that last one was, the Clock of Time, Destiny's Dial.
Clock of Time.
Yeah.
The Tick of Time. The TikTok of Time. Holy shit.
That was terrible.
You do number 3 because
Number
this
three.
is right up your alley.
This one's right up my alley. And, of course, you can't have a top 10 without mentioning Rocky.
I agree.
The Rocky franchise, underdog boxer Rocky Balboa fights for glory. Of course he does. Inside and outside of the ring. Rocky number 1, huge, massive success. And then he went on to
It made
number 2.
Stallone, didn't it?
Made him. Career. I mean, 1, 2, 3, and 4 were pretty good, and then it sort of went downhill after that, didn't it? I thought.
What are you saying?
Well,
What are you trying to say here?
What was it? It was Apollo.
Tommy the Machine Gun.
Tommy Gunn.
Tommy Gunn.
Later got AIDS or cancer or something, and then not good.
Mate, I really enjoyed. I think is it Rocky 4 where he basically fights Drago? Is that 4?
That's 3, I think, isn't it? Because I think it's Apollo. Then doesn't he rematch
he's got to
Apollo?
fight Mr. T at some point, doesn't he? I don't know. He basically stops the Cold War, people.
Basically,
okay,
yeah.
He
what
beats
comes
up
to
a
me.
Russian bloke and stops the Cold War. Good on you, Sylvester. One of the best.
Yeah.
But you know what? Actually, honourable mention for that is Rambo too.
Oh yeah,
The
there's
Rambo
another one.
series.
Yeah.
Rocky, Rambo, same dude, but not
Same
same dude. Number 2 on the
What do we
top
got?
10. Wow. Yes. This one is all about cloned dinosaurs who happen to escape captivity
What a surprise!
and wreak havoc. There are now 7 Jurassic films. Did you know? 7 of these, as you can see, 7 of those. What a theme park! I've seen memes, and I agree. My toxic trait would be if they built Jurassic Park, I'd still visit. I'd still go. Fuck it. Why not? Jurassic Park, 1993, directed by Steven Spielberg, absolute cracker. The Lost World,
Pretty good.
Also very, very good. Steven Spielberg. Jurassic Park 3, not as good, but I like all of them. And I won't change my mind on that. I won't deviate. In fact, I suspect that at a later time, Wibbles and I might do a bit of a ranking and go through some of this stuff in a lot more depth. God.
I know where I stand on these films, and it's quite different to where you are, but yes.
Okay, and I've even got Rebirth, and I quite liked it too. So I think the Jurassic Park franchise is impeccable, and we will get to that in a lot more depth. But number 1, give us a drum roll, Wibble. Number 1.
Has to be.
It's got to be, even if you're not a huge fan, it's Star Wars.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Star Wars. And I mean,
old school.
here's
old
the
school Star
9
Wars.
block of DVDs here. We've got all of them, episode 1 all the way to 9. And look, I was a really, really big Star Wars fan a few years ago. I dropped off the perch with that a bit. I sort of lost interest when they started doing Rogue One and started becoming a little bit out of control. And Disney got it.
Yeah, Disney destroyed it. Didn't they?
But it just, I don't know, it didn't have the same vibe. I'm a big original trilogy fan. I actually quite like the prequels. Jar Jar Binks as well.
Oh, you like Jar Jar Binks?
Love Jar Jar.
Oh, I hated him.
Love him.
Couldn't stand the bloke.
I'd probably draw the line at Jar Jar, but it's an epic space opera of the battle between the resistance forces and tyrannical empires in a galaxy far, far away.
Far away. Something in that.
It was a long, long time ago as well, in a galaxy
Yeah, it
far,
was.
far away.
Indeed it was.
A New Hope was the first one, but Episode 4 from 1977, Empire Strikes Back was 1980, Return of the Jedi was 83, Phantom Menace, one of the most hyped movies. We talked about it way back in Episode 1. Would you believe?
1999
Nearly a year ago we talked about this. 99 it came out, Phantom Menace. Attack of the Clones, a confusing mess. And then Revenge of the Sith, which I went to the premiere and thoroughly enjoyed, and I was dressed as Anakin Skywalker. There will be no photos. No photos.
Photo opportunity, it seems like.
I'm not putting that up. You won't see that. Don't be on there. But yeah, one of the most successful film franchises ever. Grossing over $10 billion worldwide. Wow. You know what, Slick Mick? I reckon that's even selling it short. Just quietly.
Putting toys and all the rest of the...
absolutely bonkers. And I'm not done with this segment, though. That was our top 10. I reckon a pretty good top 10.
It was, yeah. Red
Honourable mentions. Let's just quickly punch through these fast, because, there's so much to talk about. But Harry Potter.
Massive.
Harry Potter.
Harry? Good old little Harry.
He had movies from 01 to 2011. That's a decade of Harry Potter.
Decade of Harry.
Directed by a person, made lots of money, know nothing of it, never watched one. I've never seen one.
I've watched about 20 minutes of one, I reckon, and that was enough.
Yeah, look, I mean, it's a niche thing. I think if you like, I don't know, magic and little kids.
Well, it's saying here 7.7 billion. I'd believe that for sure.
People love it.
People love it. Yeah.
Good power to you. Yeah. Power to you. X-Men.
Oh, is that what we're jumping into here?
Mate,
From oldest to newest. What do we got here?
Yeah, you tell us, because
X-Men 2000. So
Look at this.
I got a raging boner when this came out in 2000. I was excited for this.
Was it Mutant?
It was Mutant, yeah. It was a triple header. It was the X-Men in 2000. X2 coming 203.
That's pretty good.
X-Men: The Last Stand. I like that. X-Men Origins. Wolverine. X-Men
Everyone
First
pisses
Class.
on Origins. I didn't mind it.
Yeah,
At the
not my
time, I
favourite.
didn't mind it.
There was, of course, the Wolverine in 2013.
Good film.
X-Men Days, Future Past. That's my favourite.
That's
I
a
think.
good one.
Yeah,
There it is. That's
Future
Days of
Past.
Future Past. I really enjoyed that one.
And then we had that breakaway into the Deadpool, X-Men Apocalypse, Logan. Again, I think that's the best movie of the series, Logan. Deadpool and
Yeah, I'll agree.
Phoenix.
Deadpool and Wolverine as well,
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
we really, you and I went and saw that. We really
yeah.
liked it. We thought
Yeah.
it was a good movie. Austin Powers.
Austin
The
Powers.
Spy Who Shagged Me.
Yeah.
That's the second one, actually. International Man of Mystery, 1997. The Spy Who Shagged Me, 1999. And Austin Powers in Goldmember. I actually think that's my favourite, the 2002, the Goldmember one.
Goldmember,
That's
yeah.
pretty funny.
Good.
Yeah, I do think you couldn't get away with Austin Powers now.
Oh, no, definitely not.
No, you wouldn't.
Bit risque for
Risque.
people these days.
No, here's a good one. Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yes.
You were just saying
I
before we
was.
started recording, Wibbles, that you quite liked the
I
Pirates.
did. I never watched it when it first came out back in 2003, according to
Oh,
this.
that's a while ago.
So I never watched it, and then I watched it recently, probably in the last 12 months, and thought I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was there was adult components to it. I thought
Yeah.
it was quite clever the way it was written.
Being
Like,
a
it
Disney
appealed.
thing
Yeah,
too,
it was great.
it's interesting because I
Really
watched
good.
them when they came out, and I really liked them. I can't say I've rewatched them, but I quite liked Pirates of the Caribbean.
Only made $1 billion, did all right.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
only.
Only $1 billion.
What about this one? We touched on the first one,
Oh,
Toy
yeah.
Story.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah, great franchise, and
Lots of fun.
it is just fun, right? That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
It's fun. Tim Allen and Tom Hanks as Woody and Buzz Lightyear. That's a good pairing.
The characters matched. Yeah, the characters. You had the Buzz Lightyear who he thought he was the bee's knees, and then
Yeah.
Woody was the grounded sort of. Everyone looked up to Woody, right?
Yeah.
And Buzz thought he was bigger than he was.
They were
yeah.
really good comedic foils from
They
each
were,
other.
yeah,
Actually,
they
Tim
were.
Allen and Tom
They
Hanks,
were.
and they are. I quite like them both as actors. And we'll talk more about Tim Allen in a later episode. I got some really
Pre Home Alone or pre
Home Improvement.
Home Improvement. Yes.
Oh no, we'll talk about Home Improvement and Tim Allen, and we won't talk about him going to jail.
Yeah,
We won't talk about. That's what you're getting at, I
Yeah, yeah,
assume.
yes.
Yeah. Anyway, we won't. Yeah, we'll leave that alone.
Definitely.
We'll leave that alone. Here's one that I want you to talk about a bit
Oh,
because
it is.
we mentioned it before as Aliens and
Made
Predator.
my
But on
list.
its own,
Made my list. The Predator franchise.
Yeah.
So films, of course, it was Predator from '87. Arnold Schwarzenegger, one of his greatest movies ever. I think.
so many iconic lines.
Yeah, so many good lines. We'll have to show.
Come on, kill me! I'm right here.
I'm right here. Come on. Yeah,
Get to the chopper!
So many great lines in that movie. And then it started to really go downhill quickly after that. Predator was fantastic.
No, you're
Predator
right.
2 in the city, not so good. Predators,
no.
The Predator, Prey, hated it. Predator, Killer of Killers. I've recently watched that, and I'm sorry.
Here's the tagline, though. Just so I had to get this out, Wibbles. Here's the tagline two taglines for Predator 2.
Yes.
Silent, invisible, invincible.
Ooh.
That's not too bad. Then it's he's coming to town with a few days to kill.
With a few days to kill. Yeah.
That'll do
Glover.
me.
That was Danny Glover. Sorry, Danny. It wasn't great.
Stick to Lethal Weapon.
Yeah, stick to it.
You're too old for this shit. All right, The Matrix.
Boom.
Cha.
Yeah,
The
got it.
Matrix. Mate, great films.
Yeah,
Great
lovely.
idea, great story. 99's The Matrix. Probably, the Wachowski who are brothers who are now
Brothers,
sisters.
Ladyboys.
Lana
yeah.
and Lily. What were their real names?
John and Peter.
Go woke or go broke.
Yeah.
Matrix Reloaded was also good. No 3. Revolutions also 03, but I don't think it was as good. And Resurrections, I've not actually seen.
Neither have I.
But-
I've no interest in watching it.
The idea of the whole thing and the idea around it is great, which I really enjoy. And I'm going to enjoy this, and we're going to probably end up watching this later. We watched this a few times. It's the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yes.
And we love the Turtles cartoon, but fuck me, the live action stuff, that's also rad. Look how good it is. We have the original film, which is from 1990, which we might talk about our first films that we went and saw in the movies later, but that was my first film I saw in the movies.
That was a good one, that.
And Ninja Turtles number 2, The Secret of the Ooze, with Vanilla Ice in it.
Oh, yeah.
And Kevin Nash as Super Shredder, so that's pretty cool. And then we've got the third one, which is, of course, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Turtles in Time, which is fucking awesome. I know everybody shits on it, but I don't. I think it's great.
It's Turtles.
It's Turtles.
Yeah.
Like, it's meant to be silly. I don't know if anybody who doesn't like the Turtles, right, I think that they're missing the point of the Turtles.
These little turtles that got covered in ooze and become awesome ninjas.
They're trained by a rat. Come on.
You're
Don't take
missing
it
the
so
point,
serious.
people. Yeah,
Don't be so
missing the point.
serious. It's clearly stupid. And the last one, you
But
like.
awesome.
The last one, you like this one.
Soundtrack is what made this movie.
What is it?
It is. Dun-dun. Oh, that's all you need to hear, and you should know what this is. It is, of course,
Dun, dun,
Jaws
dun, dun, dun,
from
dun, dun.
1975 by that guy, Mr. Spielberg.
That guy.
So, Jaws 1975. I remember watching this as a kid and being terrified to go swimming in my pool at night. And fear that there might be a shark swimming in the pool. And we grew up on the coast, on the beach, and it did make you think twice about entering
We used
the
to
water.
swim out to the shark nets
Yeah,
all
it
the
makes
time, and it didn't cross our minds in the water, but now you think back, that's pretty dangerous.
It's pretty dangerous. So there was Jaws 75, absolute banger. Jaws 2, 78 was pretty good. And then 3D and The Revenge were just woeful.
Mate, I don't know about you, but a giant shark that jumps out of the water and pulls a helicopter into the ocean with Michael Caine in the helicopter. I don't know why
Get
you're
on
saying.
board, kids! Get on board!
I don't know why you're saying it's bad. I think that's great. I think that's just mwah, chef's kiss. That's some good stuff.
Beautiful.
Killer great white shark terrorizing communities and doing stuff. $470 million worldwide. Did you know?
Hunting people.
Hunting people. Why is it evil?
Actively hunting people.
He's an evil bastard.
He is an evil bastard.
But see, Spielberg only did one, and then when you get it on, when you buy it on DVD, you get Jaws 1 with like super duper bonus features. Then you get Jaws the rest of them. The rest of them.
The rest, yeah.
Yeah, and I think it's about $6
Yeah.
for that one.
Jaws, awesome. Jaws 2, not so bad, but quickly degrades.
Imagine swimming in the water, in the nude, of course, as you do, in the ocean at night, fighting for your life. And a big giant shark comes up and you're kicking, you're fighting, and he just chomps you into pieces. Crazy. Speaking of fighting.
Whoa, what do we got coming up?
It's time
Tell
for
me.
versus.
It
We're
is.
off. We're off. Let's go. Fight time.